Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds in the Super Welterweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nielsen of Nielsen Boxing in association with John Trethewey of TM14 Promotions and their proud sponsors, Allegra and Gladius. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Nigel Thomas, your timekeeper at the bell, Anne-Marie Randall, and your third man in charge of the action in the ring, referee Sean McAvoy. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black with orange trim. His official weight of 10 stones, 10 pounds and 3 ounces. He is a veteran of 48 fights, hailing from Sheffield, England's United Kingdom. Introducing Owen Durnan. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the navy and silver. His official weight of 10 stones, 13 pounds and 1 ounce. He is currently undefeated with 4 wins, and one of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Germany, introducing Deniel.
Okay, last 6-round contest. Keep it clean all the time, keep yourself protected all the time. Touch gloves, here we go. Good luck, lads.
Was this a 6 3-minute round contest in the super welterweight division between Deniel Krotter and Owen Durnan, and I'm delighted to welcome the former British, Commonwealth and European champion Dan Aziz to the commentary table this evening, as he is here to give us his expert view on the action between Deniel Krotter, his teammate, and Owen Durnan this evening.
Yes, thank you for having me. Really delighted to be down here at York Hall again. Glad to see Daniel out again as well. It's a very experienced way. He had a very extensive amateur pedigree. He's been training very hard in the gym, and yeah, I'd like to see what he can do with this opponent, because his opponent's quite tough. He's never been stopped before, so yeah.
Well, Krotter's had over 200 amateur bouts. He's won 6 German national titles and has a significant amount of international experience. His professional career is unblemished at the moment. 4 fights, 4 wins. One by way of knockout. His last 2 fights were here at the York Hall, so he is familiar with this venue and loves the bright lights and atmosphere here at the York Hall. Nice body shot there from Krotter.
Yeah, he's really working the body, which is very good. Against very tough journeymen like Owen, it's good to work the body, and he's really whipping them in. You can feel and hear the power in the shots.
Krotter says that he started boxing in 2009. His father is his coach, and his father's a former fighter. He had 250 amateur bouts himself, won 3 Russian national titles, and taught Deniel Krotter the Soviet style of boxing, which we can clearly see right now. He's really taken control of this contest so far in the first round against Owen Durnan. Durnan spent most of his time on the ropes, just took a clean uppercut there from Krotter.
Yeah, you can really feel the power in the shots. I think Daniel's really just got one thing on his mind, and that's to not go the distance.
Well, no one likes doing overtime in this job, do they, Dan? But we're down into the last minute of the first round of this 6-round contest, most of which Durnan has spent on the ropes and on the receiving end of that jab and left hand from Krotter. Krotter just lands a clean shot on the chin of Durnan. Durnan felt that uppercut through the middle from Krotter.
This will be a very, very big statement if he can get Owen out of there. Like I said, he's had how many losses and never been stopped, so it'll be very good if Daniel can get him out there, and he looks like he's on his way to doing it.
Well, the crowd absolutely Absolutely love him as we come into the last 10 seconds of the first round of this 6-round contest. And Krotter has clearly taken control early. Nice, clean left hook over the top of the guard of Owen Durnan to end that first round. Dan Aziz, you know Krotter well.
Yep.
Talk us through what's going through his mind right now.
Yeah, like I said, I went to his changing room and he was just, you could tell he wants to step up. That's the feeling I was getting from him. Like, you know, this is the last kind of away fight I want to fight. I want to start fighting big fights. I want to start fighting prospects, and I want to get my name out of there. And he's showing it in this first round. You know, he's thrown some lovely body shots, thrown some lovely uppercuts. You know, you see him there pouring and then coming behind a big shot. He caught him there with a lovely right hook round the guard of Owen. Yeah, if he could keep up this pressure, I can't see Owen lasting the distance, but we'll see how it goes.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Got in this corner as well,
Seconds
experienced
out.
Adrian
Round
Martin,
2.
fought for the Southern area, and Pete as well, who's also very experienced, boxed with top level fighters. So yeah, Daniel's got a good corner, and everything seems to be going in a one-way streak at the moment.
Well, Krotter's just come out a little bit lively in this first round. He's up on his toes, landing that nice right hand to the body of Owen Durnan. He said he moved to the UK to fully live his dream as a professional fighter. His ultimate dream is to be a multiple world champion. And he's hugely grateful to his friends, family and team for supporting him and getting him through. He's very clinical with his work, isn't he?
No, he really
Krotter.
is. He's a good counter puncher as well. He counters with power. Like you said, he's got that Soviet stance. You know, he's on his toes, throws a lot of shots as well. Good body shot there. Still yet to. I don't think Owen's thrown more than a handful of shots. He's just been on the receiving end of a barrage from Daniel.
Well, Krotter's established himself from the very first second of the first round. He's set the pace well, and I think it's very easy to become overwhelmed by the work rate of somebody like Deniel Krotter.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like he's eased off on the power now. I think he's just trying to find the right punches now.
And that's what comes with the amount of experience that someone like Krotter has. He doesn't go in all heavy all the time, burn himself out. He can vary the style, he can vary the power, he can vary the speed.
Yep.
And that's what makes him so skilled and unpredictable.
Yeah, no, you know, we keep talking about his extensive amateur career. I didn't even know he fought the likes of the current world champion Jesse Rodriguez. You know, that just goes to show the kind of caliber fighter he is.
And he's in complete control, but he's so intelligent with the pressure that he's applying. He's not getting excited. He hasn't let the event take over him. He's got big dreams, does Daniel Krotter, but he's taking his time and he's intelligent.
Yeah, I think in the first round, he let everything go to see how much Owen could take, and obviously credit to Owen, he's taken the shots well. So now I think Daniel's looking for the right punches now. He doesn't want to waste energy, and you know, so he's looking for the right shots. But credit to Owen as well, like, you know, this is someone who's fought nearly, I think, 28 times last year. So he's very experienced. He knows what he's doing, knows how to look after himself, and up till now he's still in there. So
It's the last 10 seconds of the second round in this super welterweight contest, sorry. But you cannot underestimate or discredit Owen Durnan. He's a tough journeyman. He knows how to look after himself. As you said, Dan, survived cancer at the age of 21. But talk us through the second round as the replay will come up shortly.
Well, the second round, it looked like Daniel, again, he was more in a flow. It was more about quality than the quantity. I'd like to see what he comes out with in this third round. He's had 2 rounds now to have a look at Owen and see what he's capable of and what he can take. So, yeah, it'll be good to see what he's assessed from the 2 rounds and what he brings into this third.
Seconds out, round 3.
Well, we're in round 3 of this 6-round contest in the super welterweight division between Deniel Krotter and Owen Durnan. So far, Krotter has completely established himself and dominated the contest. Just peppering Durnan with his jabs, but a nice clean right hand through the middle there. Durnan just holding on.
Credit to Daniel. Owen, he's taken some shots, man. He really has. Especially the shot that I think is really working for Daniel is that right hook, because Owen comes up with his high guard and Krotter is just catching him with them heavy right hooks just round the guard. And I think he should continue. That was a lovely
nice
1-2
clean
down low.
right hand there, straight down the pipe from Deniel Krotter. And just as you were saying, Dan, you know, that awkward kind of right hand that comes from every angle.
Yep.
I don't think Owen's in any position to see it coming.
No, he's not. Again, he's got the hands really high and the ear and cheek area is quite exposed, and I think Daniel needs to keep building on that. He could catch him with a devastating right hook there.
But again, those peppering shots just wear you down, just break down an opponent there like Owen Durnan, but nice body shot there from Durnan.
Yeah, he's just working, you know, just tippy-tapping and see what shots are around. That was lovely angle work from Daniel there. I like when he does that. When he's in his flow and he's moving about, it's really something to watch. You see it a lot in the gym as well. When he's, you know, sometimes he'll have his hands down and he step around, you know, a bit like Lemachenko. And it's really pleasing to the eye when you watch it.
He's definitely good to watch, you know, he's using those peppering kind of shots just to create his openings for the big shots, and that just shows the intelligence of Krotter as he comes into the professional ranks, that he's been able to adapt that amateur style into the professional ranks so seamlessly.
Yes.
But again, he's got Durnan backed up to the ropes, but he's not getting too overexcited. He's looking for his openings. He'll create them if they're not there. And the crowd absolutely love him.
Now, of course, he's got a good fan base out here. For someone who's not based here, you know, he's had quite a few family, friends travel all the way from Germany to come and support him, which is always great when you're away from home.
And so valuable when it's the early stages of your professional career. That's just the end of the second round of this 6-round contest as Krotter walks back to his corner. I mean, you know him, you know his coaches, Daniel. What would they be saying to him right now?
Do you know what? I think they'll probably be telling him to just keep flowing, you know, don't get too over-invested in, you know, the big one-punch shots. Just let it come naturally. I think that's what they'll be telling him. But I think that Deniel himself, he's intelligent enough to know what's in front of him. I wouldn't say he's probably given up on trying to get him out of there, but I think he knows that he has to do something different. I think he should go to the body for the next 2 rounds if he can, and then last round maybe try and get him out that way, because like I said, credit to Owen, he's taken a hell of punishment and he's still there.
I mean, you know Deniel Krotter better than much better than what I do, Dan. I get the feeling he'll just do it when he wants.
Maybe. I hope so.
Again, round 4 of this 6-round contest in the super welterweight division between Germany's Deniel Krotter and Owen Durnan, the durable journeyman from Sheffield. Krotter's had it all his own way so far, but Owen Durnan's really shown his resilience in these first few rounds of this contest, where Krotter's just been peppering him with shots and then lands a good few power shots just like that with the left hook and right hand.
Yeah, and that right hook again, like I said, that seems to be the shot for him. He really can't miss with it.
It's a cheeky shot because Durnan just cannot see it coming. It comes on his blind side and lands through a very awkward opening on Durnan's body.
Exactly that, exactly that. I think Owen's turned southpaw now, just probably trying to buy some time, be a bit awkward to Deniel, but again, with someone with so much amateur experience, turning southpaw orthodox, I don't think it's anything new to him.
Just trading a little bit in the centre of ring, both fighters, but some nice cheeky little uppercuts coming up through the middle from Deniel Krotter.
Yeah, that was some good inside work there, nice uppercut and body work.
Couple just landed on the temple of Owen Durnan. I don't think he can afford to take too many of those.
And the size as well, there seems to be, I don't know if it's just me, but Deniel looks much bigger than Owen, so I don't know if that's playing into a factor of, you know, the pressure and force that he's generating, because there's not really much Owen can give back.
Well, we're in the final minute of round 4 of 6 in this super welterweight contest, and Deniel Krotter has dominated throughout against Owen Durnan, the tough journeyman from Sheffield. I don't know if our mics are picking up any of the crowd noise, but the crowd absolutely love Krotter. He's got a lot of support in York Hall tonight as he just lands some clean, heavy shots to the head and body of Owen Durnan.
Owen just caught him there with a southpaw backhand. But again, this is what Deniel does sometimes. When he's in his flow, the hands will come down, you know, you'll see a lot more footwork, in and out work, side steps and whatnot, but, you know, you're always still susceptible to shots, especially when your hands are down. But it shows as well, I can tell Daniel's very comfortable. He's very, very comfortable.
Last few seconds of round 4 as Krotter's just pretty much had this fight his own way. He's flowed nicely, he's landed some big shots, he's peppered Owen Durnan with some lighter shots. Dan, talk us through his performance.
Yeah, no, he's doing well. This kind of performance, you could be doing so well that you start getting a bit frustrated because you feel, like, what do I need to do to get this guy out? You see some nice inside work from Krotter there. Nice right uppercut from him. He's also working the body quite well. You know, using the shoulder to just keep his chin tucked in, and again, just coming up and around the body. He's doing some lovely work. It's a bit of everything from him. You're seeing power, you know, you're seeing speed, good footwork. But you can't take anything away from Owen, man. He's tough as nails. Just a nice cheeky backhand from Owen at the end of that replay.
Round 5.
Well, we're in the penultimate round of this 6-round contest in the super welterweight division between Deniel Krotter and Owen Durnan. Krotter so far showed an incredible skill set and a varied skill set, actually, in the first 4 rounds of this contest. He's really showcased what he can do in the professional ranks. He's unbeaten so far. But I think it would just be good to see him just turn the heat up on Owen Durnan and maybe get a stoppage. Yeah,
no, of course. Again, like I said, you know, I think speaking to Deniel in the changing room, that's what his mind was set on, you know. He wants to move on to fight better fighters, and he doesn't really want to be fighting on the, you know, the journeyman. He wants to fight for titles now. He really expressed that in the changing room, and I think he would like to end it with a statement. But Owen's proving very, very tough. Very, very tough. He's taking good shots to the body, head, and he's still there. Oh.
But Krotter's just turning the heat up a little bit in this penultimate round of 6 rounds.
Yeah, I think he might have hurt him there a bit as he was stumbling as he was trying to hold Deniel.
And if he wants to make a statement, Dan, he's got to make those statements at these shows against these journeymen. He's got to make that statement. We know he's got the ability to do it, but he's really got to show it about halfway through round 5 of this 6-round contest. And Durnan has taken these shots well from Krotter. Krotter's got him on the ropes again. Seems like he cannot miss with that right hand, Dan.
No, he can't. But Owen just keeps taking him. He's very, very durable, and his record goes to show it. Oh.
The final minute of round 5 of this 6-round contest. I think the action's speaking for itself. Krotter's strong, he's elusive, he's fluid, and like you said, Dan, he's in a flow, and when he gets into a flow, he's really lovely to watch.
No, he really is. Again, like I said, oh, that was a beautiful uppercut there. Came out of nowhere. But again, like, when he gets comfortable.
Nice straight left to the body there from Durnan.
That's experience from Owen as well. You know, Daniel had his hands down, and you know when people have their hands down, their head's always moving. He just gave him a nice jab to the stomach. Because the body don't move. Head does, but body doesn't.
Durnan just got on his toes there for the last few seconds of that penultimate round as he comes back to the corner with a smile on his face. He knows he's done his job tonight, does Owen Durnan. He knows he's done his job tonight.
Definitely. And I think even Daniel at the end of that round gave him a little nudge, like to you know, say, yeah, you know what, fair play to you. Like throughout the whole rounds, he's been just airing him, not spudding him after the round. But this one, he just gave him a little tap, said, yeah, you know what, you're tough.
He had to, really. I mean, look at this replay.
Yeah.
Talk us through it, Dan.
Yes. What did he say? I don't know what
Durnan just hung over the ropes trying to talk to us. We've got headphones on. I couldn't make out what he was saying.
10 seconds.
I think there might be a bit of his sweat on our
I think he's saying I'm shouting at
Seconds
him.
out,
I'm giving instructions to Daniel,
round.
I think. I don't know what he's saying, but for him to have that much energy, come and talk to commentary, bloody hell, after getting hit so many times and taking a... Wow. Yeah, I've got to give it to him. Fair play to him, man, fair play.
And this is what boxing brings. It brings the personality,
no, of course, 100%.
We love it.
Of course, we can all throw hands, but that's what separates people, you know, boxers, you know, their character, you know.
Though much to the frustrations of his coaches, who said, get back here.
Yeah, I think Daniel's going to go for it this round. He has no choice but to, but I think he knows, you know, this guy is tough.
He's certainly come out with a spring in his step, hasn't he, Daniel? And there's a lot more power shots going into this final round. He's kind of staying away from those peppering shots at the moment.
Yeah, no, Owen just caught him with a southpaw overhand there.
About a minute into the final round of this super welterweight contest that's been incredibly entertaining so far. Krotter's just dominated entirely, showed his skill set, and you can see he's got a lot of different tools in his box that he has used tonight.
No, definitely. I know we all want the KO and want to get them out there. Like you said, no one gets paid overtime, but you actually learn from these kind of fights as well. You really do. You learn about how durable other fighters can be. You learn, you know, how tough you can be. Oh, it's just landed like 3 uppercuts in a row there, and Owen still took them. Wow.
Just come into the final minute of the final round of 6 in this welterweight, super welterweight contest between Deniel Krotter and Owen Durnan. Referee just pulls the 2 fighters apart. Durnan's taken some decent shots from Krotter. Krotter just showing his footwork there. Gone back to the peppering shots just to land the big ones as Krotter, but he's a stylish fighter, Dan.
No, he really is. Oh, that was a lovely hook to the body there, right down the solar plexus.
He's really skilled at finding openings where there actually doesn't look like there are any.
Yeah, and that's where the footwork comes in, you know, and he's working off of, you know, the reactions of Owen as well, seeing when he feints, where his hands are, and he's working off of that as well.
Owen Durnan just caught Krotter on the inside with a body shot, bit of a smile on his face as we come into the final few seconds of the final round. Krotter just looking to finish strong. And a smile on both boxers' faces, immense respect between the two as Krotter comes over to Durnan's corner to shake hands with his coaches. But I thought that was a stellar performance from Daniel Krotter. Yes, we might have liked him to turn the pressure up a little bit, maybe get a showreel finish, but like you said, Dan, sometimes getting the rounds under your belt as a pro is just as important. No,
for sure. That was a good performance, I'm not going to lie. That was a good performance. Very durable again. Owen done well to stay in there.
Well, they won't be able to see this on the camera right on the screen right now, but Durnan's talking to us and smiling at us from his corner as we wait for the final decision. Just couldn't miss with that right hand, could he, Krotter, throughout that contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Sean McAvoy scores the bout 60-54. And your winner, still undefeated, Deniel Krotter!
Well, that score was absolutely no surprise to us. 60-54 to Deniel Krotter, who seemed to enjoy himself in a good showcase and display of skills against a durable journeyman who's got a great sense of humour and a bit of banter about him, does Owen Durnan.